See, the given function, it is differentiable. We know that if a function is differentiable and if it has extreme points, at those points the derivative is 0. Therefore, we have f dash of minus 1 is 0 and f dash of 2 is also equal to 0. Now, let's go for f dash of x. It's a by x plus 2bx plus 1. Now using f dash of minus 1 equal to 0, that is putting x equal to minus 1 in this, I have minus a minus 2b plus 1 equal to 0. And using f dash of 2 equal to 0, that means in this, substituting x equal to 2, I get a by 2 plus 4b plus 1 equal to 0. So writing the equations one more time, I have a plus 2b is equal to 1, and from this I have a plus 8b equal to minus 2. So solving, I get, subtracting one from the other, I have 6b is equal to minus 3, and from that I have b is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now substituting b is equal to minus 1 by 2 in this equation, in here, I'll get a as, that is a minus 1 equal to 1 implies I'll get a equal to 2. So the answer is 2 comma minus 1 by 2. Now coming to the next problem, he gave that a and b are roots of this equation, and so writing sum of the roots and product of the roots, that's what I get. And he said that p, q, r are in AP, so I have 2q is equal to p plus r, and then we take LCM here, we'll get a plus b by ab equal to 4. Okay, now let me number these equations. So let me call this as 1, this as 2, this as 3, and this is 4. Now he asked us to calculate mod of a minus b, but for mod of, usually we know that when he asks for mod of a minus b, many of the times we go for the square, a minus b whole square, which is equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Now we have a plus b is minus q by p from 1, so I substitute that and you'll get q square by p square here, minus 4 times from 2ab is r by p, so I'll get 4r by p. Now let me call it as 5, equation 5, and now from this we are going to get rid of this pqr. For that, in 4, I substitute the values of a plus b and ab from the equations 1 and 2. So if I substitute in 4, in the place of ab I write minus q by p, by ab is r by p. Those p's in the denominators, they get cancelled, is equal to 4 I get. So from that I'll have q is equal to minus 4r. Okay. And now I use this in 3. Then if I substitute this in 3, I'll get 2 into minus 4r is equal to p plus r. So I get p as minus 9r. Now I substitute this p value and q value in 5. So if I do that, I'll have a minus b whole square is equal to q is minus 4r, so q square will be 16r square by p square is p is minus 9r, so p square will be 81r square minus 4r by p is again minus 9r. I make it plus 9r, so r's get cancelled, r squares get cancelled, You simplify this and then you'll get mod of a minus b value. And now coming to this problem, here in this problem we we know that x is going to a from left hand side. Therefore, if I take x by a, as x is taking values smaller than a, so numerator is always smaller than the denominator, therefore this is always less than 1. Okay, and moreover observe that a is positive, and therefore as x is coming close to a, x also takes positive values, therefore the whole thing is positive. It is positive means it is greater than 0. It means that integral part of x by a is 0 all the time when x is close to a. So in this limit, before taking the limit itself, this is always equal to 0 in a closed neighborhood of a. So I have limit x tends to a minus mod of x cube by a I'll have, because that part is 0. Now this one is limit x tends to a from left hand side. As we said before, x is close to a means x is positive, so I don't need mod there. I can simply write x cube by a. So applying limit, I'll get a cube by a, which is nothing but a square. Okay. Now in this 54th problem, observe that it satisfies the hypothesis of Lagrange's mean value theorem. So using Lagrange's mean value theorem or the interval 1, 6, we have, there exists some c. Here let's call it as x instead of calling it as c. So I have f dash of x is equal to f of 6 minus f of 1 by 6 minus 1. Now he gave f dash of x is always greater than or equal to 2, and f of 6 I keep as it is, minus he gave f of 1 as minus 2 by 5. So from this I am getting 2 is less than or equal to f of 6 plus 2 by 5, which gives me f of 6 is greater than or equal to 8. And similarly you can do the second part also. Now coming to 55th problem, is talking about distance between the origin and the normal to the curve at the point where abscissa is 0. We know that abscissa means x coordinate. Now if I put x equal to 0 in the curve, then you can see that I'll get y is equal to e power 0, that is 1 plus 0. So y will be 1. So basically I have to find the normal at the point 0, 1. Now you know how to find the normal. First I differentiate and substitute the negative slope of the tangent. I'm doing that. I have dy by dx is equal to 2 e power 2x plus 2x. So substituting dy by dx at 0, 1 will be 2. So this is slope of the tangent. Therefore slope of the normal will be minus 1 by 2. Therefore normal is x plus 2y, and it is passing through the point 0, 1, so it is 2. That is the normal. Now we want distance from origin to this line. Distance from origin will be 2 by root 5.